Hello. This time we're going to just put together a simple stacker or marquee for Mother's Day, but obviously it can change for any occasion that you want it to. Just change the foils and the colours to suit the occasion, and we're going to add some extra details just to make it a bit more special. So the basic structure is a very simple marquee style, which we've covered in various other videos on the YouTube channel and on the Decorator Hub. It is quite simply clusters of 4 12-inch balloons inflated to 9 inches. This is Sempertex Reflex Truffle, Fashion Latte and Fashion White Sand. And they are kept apart and kept spaced by clusters of 4 5-inch balloons, in this case inflated to 4 inches. And it's really important that you get the relationship between the two sizes correct, because if these are too small or too big, these won't line up. So just make sure that if you change the sizes from what I've just said, 4 inches and 9 inches, you do adjust them accordingly so that they keep everything else lined up. This colour here is picked up from the foil, and it's a particularly nice colour, and this is Sempertex Reflex Champagne inside satin green, and it just gives that nice shimmer and this very pale green colour to pick up on the colours in the foil. And then we're going to pick up on more colours with the detail that we add. First detail is going to be a woven leaf. Again, whoops, we've covered, don't worry about that, I'm not going to replace it, you can hardly see, but do make sure that your table's not sharp. We have covered the construction of these in other videos as well on the hub, so do just visit amscan.co.uk and click on the big button on the home page to take you through, and there you'll find lots of videos with all the different techniques, building the marquees, making the leaves and so forth. I've just tied an uninflated 260 through the leaf here, and I'm going to hook it around the end 9-inch balloon, and that will hold the leaf in place on the front. Now I'm going to add something else in a minute which will hold that end, but that is all that's needed really to keep it in place. It's just one uninflated 260. You could glue it in place as well if you wanted to. I like the ability that the 260 gives you to move it around if you're not quite happy where it sits. And then we're going to add some more details with the woven flowers, and that's really what I want to show you how to do in this video, is to weave these flowers. So I'll put this to one side and make sure that I get anything off the table that might cause it to pop, because it is very annoying, and then show you how we go from there. So basically what you need is 3 260s, and the longer you inflate them, the bigger the flower is going to get, so you can adjust to suit yourself with these. Inflate them to a preset size and make them all the same. Let some air out so that they're soft, and then tie into a loop like that. Do that with all 3. And then when you've got your loops, squash the balloon down like that so you can find the middle point, and twist it at that point there, and then push these 2 together and twist to make 2 petals out of each balloon. Squash it, twist it, 2 petals out of each balloon. And then when you've got your 6 petals, then twist them together all in the same place, and then we can create our woven flower from this. So sit it down on the table and arrange all of your petals so that they're all facing the same way, facing upwards like this. And then I like to just sort of push it slightly in either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, doesn't really matter, so that it kind of forms like a child's windmill effect where the veins, the petals, are angled. And that makes it a little easier then to do what comes next. You can push it, as I say, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, whichever suits you. Whether you're right or left-handed might make a difference, I don't know. But arrange it like that. And then what we need to do is to swap the balloons that are on the top with the balloons that are on the bottom. So if you look at this, you'll see that there are 6 ends of the balloons on the top, and they'll be the same on the bottom. And we want to switch them over. So we're going to put our hand through this loop, grasp the lower balloon of that loop and pull it up, and at the same time push the other one down. Turn it around slightly, go in there, grasp that lowest balloon, bring it up to the top and push the one at the top down. In, grab the lower one and push the top one down. Go in through there, grab the bottom one and push the top one down. And just work your way around each of the 6 loops, and this is the last one, like so. And you will then have 6 balloons on the bottom and 6 balloons on the top, but by switching them over you've woven the petals together, and that's it. It is quite tricky until you get the hang of it, so just be systematic and logical about it, and once you've done it, it's really, really simple to repeat. 5-inch balloon tied in the middle, or a bigger balloon if you made it larger. You could make them different sizes and put one inside another to get double layered flowers. There are loads of possibilities with these, and they just do add a lot of extra detail into your design. So I'll just add these into the marquee now to finish it off. Bring it back up. I'm going to put the big double one down at the bottom left. I need it to turn around this way for me for the moment, but I'm going to use the end of the 260 that holds it all together and just pull that through the flower, and that will hook it together there. And then I'm going to use one of the 260s that's on the back of the flower here to attach to the end of the leaf, which will link them together and secure the leaf in place like so. Then I'm going to put the pink flower in the centre here. I've got a 260 tied to the back of it, and I'm just going to wrap that around one of the 5-inch balloons in the middle there. And I'm going to put the yellow flower at the top underneath the standard foil. Just make sure it's all sitting properly and straight, and there we have it. Happy Mother's Day.